All right, guys, I'm back. It's Friday, April 25th, and I got my hot batter matchups coming up. I got 4 players that I absolutely love. All right, this parlay you see on the screen right here, this game hasn't even started yet. It's a late West Coast game. I'm taping this video before it even started, so we'll just recap this the next day. All right, first matchup, Matt Olsen versus Zach Gallen. You can see Gallen's arsenal in the middle of the screen right there, the pitches he throws, the percent by which he throws them, and he favors that four-seam fastball about 43% of the time. And I'm loving that because with Olsen, he's crushing this pitch this season. A 25 at bat, 7 hits, 4 home runs, a 280 batting average versus that pitch. Then the changeup about 29% of the time, Gallen throws that. Olsen, a 250 batting average. Then the knuckle curve about 19% of the time. Olsen only has 1 at bat against that, so it's a little bit of a wild card with that pitch. And then the cutter, which is should be very insignificant in this matchup. Gallen only throws about 7% of the time. So I'm fine with Olsen only hitting that at a 222 rate on a very small sample size anyways, only 9 at bats. So looking on the other side of the balls there, those are Zach Gallen's batting averages against. So his number one pitch, like I said, the four-seam fastball, he's giving it up at a 333 rate, 21 at bats, 7 hits, 2 home runs off that pitch already. Then his changeup, a 154 batting average, 13 at bats, 2 hits. Okay, he could be good at 1. That's fine. And then his knuckle curve, which typically is a pitch that, when pitchers throw it, they're usually good at it. He's not. A 316 batting average, 19 at bats, 6 hits, a home run off that one. And then his cutter, which, like I said, he doesn't throw much, but when he does, maybe you shouldn't throw it. A 600 batting average, given up on that, 5 at bats, 3 hits. So, I like the opportunity here. Olsen's been on fire, man. He's recorded a hit in at least recorded a hit in 11 of his last 12 games. He's been on fire, man, in ways that the stats don't tell you. He's been having so many hard hit balls, barrels and stuff like that. If you're, we'll get into that another time, but I'm really loving the way that he's playing right now. And so when you look at the history between these two, Olsen, 12 at bats, 3 hits, a home run, a 250 batting average versus Zach Gallen. I really love the opportunity to be able to target Matt Olsen. And as always, I'll put in the pinned comments how I will utilize this matchup. Next matchup, Bo Bashette versus Carlos Carrasco. You see what Bo Bashette does against the pitch arsenal. He'll see the slider 48% of the time. He's hitting that at a 269 batting average, 26 at bats, 7 hits. The sinker at a 34% rate. Carrasco throws that. Bashette, a 320 batting average, 25 at bats, 8 hits. The four-seam fastball, he's only going to throw it about 9% of the time, but still. Bashette, a 313 batting average, 6 at bats, 5 hits. And then the changeup, 9% of the time. Carrasco throws that one. A 500 batting average on a very small sample size of 2 at bats, 1 hit. I love this opportunity. Bo Bashette. Look at Carlos Carrasco and his batting averages against his number one pitch. He throws 48% of the time. Like I said, the slider, a 533 batting average given up, 15 at bats, 8 hits, 2 home runs. His sinker, a 250 batting average, 12 at bats, 3 hits, and a home run given up on that. His four-seam fastball, he threw it once. It was engaged once, and it was for a hit. He's giving that up at a 1,000 rate, if you will. And the changeup, he's only threw it about 3 times, so very small sample size. There's no history between these two players, okay? But Bashette is on fire. He's recorded a hit in 12 of his last 15 games. I love this matchup to be able to utilize Bo Bashette. All right, next matchup, Aaron Judge versus Jose Barrios. You could see the pitch arsenal. You know how it works. How does Judge do against his number one pitch that he'll see about 48% of the time? He just crushes it at a 632 rate, 19 at bats, 12 hits, a home run off that one. Like I said, it's almost 50% of his arsenal right there. Moving on to Slurve, he throws about 25% of the time. Judge has not seen it this year, but that's okay. It doesn't concern me. Just look at what's coming next. The changeup, a 429 batting average, 7 at bats, 3 hits. The four-seam fastball, you'll see maybe about 12% of the time, a 313 batting average, 6 at bats, 5 hits, a home run off that one. And then you look at the other side of the balls, Barrios, his batting average is given up, and this is, what a match right here. I love this. A 286 batting average, given up on his number one pitch, 21 at bats, 6 hits, 2 home runs. The Slurve, the same situation, a 286 batting average, giving up a home run on that one. The changeup, a 333 rate, albeit very small, 3 at-bats, 1 hit. He's given a home run up on that. And then his four-seam fastball, a 500 batting average on just 2 at-bats and 1 hit. There's a large sample size of history between these two right here, okay? Aaron Judge has seen Barrios 34 times, 13 hits, 5 home runs, a 382 batting average. That's a large sample size with, look at that, 382. You got to love that batting average that Judge has against him. And Judge has recorded at least a hit in 21 of his last 25 games. I absolutely love this opportunity to utilize Aaron Judge. All right, before we get to the next matchup, if you could just hit that like button, it'd be absolutely amazing, right? Hit that subscribe button. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? And then put a W in the comments section to help out with the algorithm, right? So we can push this out to more people. That'd be absolutely amazing, wouldn't it? And then lastly, there's a link to a free Discord in the description of this video. You might want to check it out. There's a bunch of stuff going on down there, MLB, NBA related, and much, much more. Give it a look. All right, next matchup, Steven Kwan versus Tanner Houck. And I got a lean designation. Let's talk about it. Houck throws his number one pitch, the split finger fastball, 37% of the time. Steven Kwan has just seen it about 5 times this year. He hasn't seen it very often most of his career. So there's a little bit of a wild card on the number one pitch right there. So that's the thing that's causing me to have a little pause. But as you move forward, Kwan is lights out against every other pitch, which, the split finger is only 37% of the time he throws it. So the majority of them are going to be the other 3 pitches potentially. The sweeper, 33% of the time, Houck throws that. Kwan, a 750 batting average, albeit a small sample size of 4 at-bats, 3 hits. Then I might see the sinker about 21% of the time. A 545 batting average, 11 at-bats, 6 hits, a home run off that one, Steven Kwan. And then the four-seam fastball, which Houck throws about 9% of the time. Kwan is just crushing that one. A 353 rate, 17 at-bats, 6 hits, 2 home runs off there. So on the other side of the balls are Houck's batting averages against. His number one pitch, his split finger, a 333 batting average, 21 at-bats, 7 hits. The sweeper, a 278, 18 at-bats, 5 hits, 2 home runs. A 250 batting average on the sinker, giving up 2 home runs. And then his four-seam fastball, a very small sample size, a 667 with a home run given up on that pitch. So there's a little bit of history between the two. 7 at-bats, 2 hits, a 286 batting average for Kwan versus Houck. And Steven Kwan has been on fire, just like he kind of is like every year. Hit in 20 of his last 24 games. Like I said, I have this lean designation, and it's just like more focused on that first pitch and the question mark in terms of how Kwan might fare. But then again, it's only 37%. So I want to think about this one in the morning. I want to see what the odds are. It kind of determines what we want to do. If I can see, I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking off the top of my head, hits, runs, RBIs. I haven't looked at Kwan to see if that would be a good bet or not. But if it were in the 1.5 range, instead of how a lot of the books are putting a lot of these good players at 2.5, I'd stay away from it. Maybe just for him to record a hit. I have 4 players here, so we could potentially do a lot of things, okay, than just one little parlay. We could do a lot of different things potentially, so that's about it. So I'm looking to target Steven Kwan potentially. All right, and here are the other good batter matchups to consider. We got a bunch of them here. These are batter versus pitcher, where the batter has at least a 300 or higher batting average against them. And also the batter has to be currently hot right now. Good, hitting streak going. So first one up, Julio Rodriguez versus Cal Quantrill. Look at this one, 11 at-bats, 6 hits, 2 home runs, a 545 batting average. Rodriguez has at least recorded a hit in 6 of 7 games. Austin Riley versus Zach Gallen. Riley has at least recorded a hit in 15 of his last 18 games. Francisco Lindor versus Jake Irving. Look at that, 10 at-bats, 5 hits, a home run, a 500 batting average. And Lindor is on fire. 19 of 21 games with at least a hit. Yordan Alvarez versus Seth Lugo. Alvarez recorded a hit in 10 of his last 13 games. Seiya Suzuki 9 of his last 11 games with at least a hit. Jose Altuve, 7 of his last 8 games with a hit. Jeremy Pena has a 14-game hitting streak going, so he's really hot right now. Corbin Carroll, 20 of his last 23 games with at least a hit. And then Brent Rooker, 9 of 12 with a hit. So those are your hot batter matchups. All right, plenty to choose from right here. So there you go. I just want to say you guys are absolutely amazing, and I love every single one of you, and we'll just talk tomorrow.